to the Sharks in the player slot.
Thank you, good sir. I hate to think what would happen to me in this game.
And Kashu actually has picked Protoss, interestingly enough. Both players saying good game, good luck, have fun. So, does that mean Kashu is actually a race picker? Does he pick PvZ? I was unaware of this. I thought he was a Zerg player.
I'm not sure. I thought he was as well, but yeah, seems to be a race picker. I mean, a lot of people don't like ZVZ, obviously. Weird matchup.
Indeed, indeed.
But to pick PvZ is just bizarre.
So in the top left position as the white Zerg and our current king, we have Nb.WhistleR, not going with a 4-pull again. And in the bottom left as the teal Protoss, sas.kashu, who, well, as we said, thought he was a Zerg player. But I'm glad he's picking Protoss because we have a lot of Zergs in this group. Even with Busy replacing South Park, that still means we have 5 Zergs in the group. So it's nice to see Kashu picking PvZ. Do not want to cast too many ZVZs, especially since I'm notoriously bad at casting ZVZ.
Yeah, join the club. I'm sure there are intricacies to it, but I can't see them, and I certainly don't understand them at the moment. I end up talking about Zerglings for 10 minutes.
And it looks like Kashu is actually going to one-base this. The pylon has gone down in his main, right by his ramp, actually, which is fine. Going to just throw down a gateway there, get the Zealots out ASAPly to the ramp.
The thing about this game, I expect Whistler to be going for another quick win strategy. I don't think he'd gain anything from going for a quick win in one game and then trying to drag it out in further games, because I guess he'll just be going for the most wins title to try and get through that way. So I think he'll just try and put in as many wins as quickly as possible.
Indeed, indeed. And it looks like he will be going for a 12 hatch. Another thing I'm thinking, though, is maybe it was a combination of playing Busy, who is known to be pretty good TVZ, and also after... okay, here's a spoiler alert. Yesterday, Whistler played against Scan in the Reality-Defined Winners Tournament, and spoiler, he lost 3-1. So maybe he's just not feeling very happy about his CVT right now. Obviously, Scan is a very strong opponent, but
yeah, no shame.
But possibly he's just like, don't want to play a ZVT. Just gonna 4-pull him. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
could
also
be a
very
combination
possible.
of all those things. Now it looks like Kashu went for the first Zealot. Might actually be going for a second Zealot.
Yeah, he will.
Gas yet.
Definitely will be. You're gonna get a gas steal from the Zerg, maybe? No such thing. I'm not quite. Can't quite make out Kashu's build yet. It's pretty rare to see this early second pylon no gas yet, but I suppose he's just trying to get that second Zealot out as fast as possible.
Yeah, and there
Maybe
is
get some
the
pressure
gas.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we'll have to see where this goes. It's not like any one-base build that I've ever really played with.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's going to put on a lot of early pressure at the cost of the delayed tech. This actually reminds me, who was that player that did like the amazing? Oh, it was Doty. It was Doty in the RD tournament that we watched, who has like amazing Zealot control with his couple of early Zealots. And it looks like Kashu actually going in with 2 probes and a Zealot. The 6-link spawning right on top of it though. Is he going to get anything?
This could be a big waste. Big waste in the early game.
Indeed, and it looks like though the second Zealot coming in, and the probe's helping out. He does get 1 drone kill, so he now has 2 Zealots and 2 probes. Looks like Whistler wanted to put a Sunk in there, or a creep rather, but the drone got blocked, and 1 Zealot running back into the main. The rest of the Protoss forces will retreat and regroup with yet another Zealot. Looks like more Zealots are just being rallied to the front. He has placed down a Cybernetics core, but Kashu doing a ton of early pressure here.
And still no sunken colonies for Whistler rather, so I'm actually rather concerned about his ability to hold onto this at all, to hold onto his expansion. If the Zealots just keep streaming in and he loses his positioning, as he seems to have done. Oh no, wait, Zealots are pulling back, but yeah, he could really struggle without the use of a colony.
And this is actually really impressive. I mean, Kashu's doing this all off 1 gateway. It looks like the Lings are going to get a bit of a surround, but the Zealots, with the probe support, getting so many kills, it looks like they will get taken down. But look how many Lings Whistler has produced. If we take a look at the drone count, it looks like he's got maybe 12, 13-ish drones.
But crucially, if you head back to Kashu's base, you'll now see just one Zealot on the ramp. I think he's in a lot of trouble just as soon as these Lings arrive at his base. If he... Oh no, the Lings are actually retreating. Oh no, they're not. Back again.
But Kashu smartly pulling 4 probes here. I think he should be fine. I would imagine a second Zealot will pop out in time. At least, hopefully for him it will. Doing a very nice arc with these probes at the top of the ramp. WhistleR, is he going to go for it? Looks like a second Zealot pops, but Kashu, while rearranging, is going to allow a little bit of a window here. He's got to be very careful not to let the Lings up while he's rearranging these Zealots. Oh, he's got to be really careful. Kashu, come on, block it off. Alright.
I'm still not sure if that's a complete block. It probably is, but there might be a way around to the left of that Zealot, though I'm pretty sure it's probably a good block
and
right there.
WhistleR is doing his trademark 4 hatcheries before gas build, which we saw him do against Semi when Semi actually won base on Python.
But the Corsair is already on the way out, and I feel if he's not extremely careful, his supply is just going to be torn to shreds as soon as his first Corsair gets to his base.
I think he will build a evolution chamber and spore up against this. I think he has to at this point, actually. He's not...
Yeah.
He's taking both gases, but he has no tech to defend it. Yep, there's the evolution chamber.
Yeah, as soon as he sees that first Corsair, I think he's happy to sack that first Overlord just to delay the Corsair getting to his base and realizing quite how much damage it can actually do.
And interestingly, Kashu went for a Forge rather than a Citadel. So not going to follow this up with DTs. Actually going to follow it up with a slightly faster expansion, which I think is a questionable idea, because you see, WhistleR has actually he's not going to have like speed overlords for a long time. So if DTs were out on the map, they deny him expos. They defend Kashu's base quite well. But without the DT threat, actually, WhistleR's 4 hatch before gas build isn't so bad as it might otherwise be.
But actually, I've seen this kind of thing once. I don't know if it's the same kind of build, but it was actually more used as a shock strategy. Some B- player was doing it against one of my teammates, and it worked. I hold that thought because there's a lot of stuff coming into the natural, and it could be a hell of a lot of trouble for Kashu right now. Looks like he might just manage to clean the Zergling pressure up, but the Zealot actually getting pretty badly stuck, getting torn to pieces by the Zerglings.
Oh man, it looks like they're going to go after the damaged Dragoon. They do get the Dragoon, so 3 Lings are actually going to run past right into the main. The probe, the probe had a chance to block it, but this is actually really bad for Kashu, losing those forces. Now throwing down a Citadel, actually, just going for the delayed DT route after getting his expansion down. He is throwing down a cannon, and what is WhistleR doing? He has his Hydrogen up, he has the Spore up at the natural. He's going for a lair right now. So he's in a decent position. Looks like the Lings did get cleaned up. Oh no, never mind, there they are.
Yep. Still doing the damage. I think WhistleR will probably be looking to break quite soon with all the damage he's done. He's managed to get rid of all of Kashu's forces. Kashu's going to have to cannon up like crazy right now, given the lateness of that Citadel.
Indeed, but when this natural gets up, it will be 2 base on 2 base. So WhistleR will either want to break this or take a third relatively quickly.
Yeah. He has put out rather a lot of Hydras, and I feel that if Kashu doesn't get making some more cannons about 20 seconds ago, then he's going to be in serious trouble.
Indeed, and this is the problem with that delayed DT tech. If he had DTs right now, there'd be no detection for these Hydras. It looks like there's one slow Overlord moving down there, but that's not even needed. It looks like Kashu's just going to harass it a little bit. But, I mean, does he even have an Archives building? He doesn't.
Hydra speed.
He's added 2 more gateways. Is he just going for speed lots?
Hydra speeds come in. I feel that WhistleR's about to break, and the Kashu has nothing to defend this. Putting up 1 million cannons now, but I think it's really pretty well too late at this point.
And here's the break. The Zealots are trying to tank some damage. Only 2 cannons are finished. A ton of emergency cannons have been placed. The probes are coming off the line, but it looks like this will not be nearly enough. All the probes going down. WhistleR going in with the Hydra bust. Oh man, Kashu did not have DTs for this. GG!
Yeah, genuinely poor scouting there, and leading to terrible cannon timing. Just got torn to pieces there. Very nice timing by WhistleR, I guess, but the shock